Hello. I'm sure you've seen videos like this before of going over the past year of what's happened in the Warrior Cats ClanGen game, and I thought it'd be a lot of fun to do it as well. So first of all, I decided to name my clan Lillyclan, as they live by the beach, and I was reminded of lily pads. First cat on the list is Lakestar, and their warrior name was Lakesight, which is already just very cute. So they're quite well respected, quite well liked. They don't really have any negative feelings toward anyone in the clan, but they are quite worried of if they're fit to lead. They're worried about what their clanmates think, and they're not overall a huge fan of the other clans. The other clans have a good relationship with ours, but still not a huge fan, and they don't like kits. They have a crush on Whirlnewt and Ashen Dance, more so Whirlnewt, and are best friends with Whirlnewt. And a few moons ago, they were talking about how they wanted to run away with Whirlnewt, so that was very cute. They saved Ashen Dance from an enemy warrior during Moon 4, and Ashen Dance is also the medicine cat, so nice going. And they welcomed Rosy Moon, one of my favorite characters already, in Moon 6. Next is Shard Laurel. They are the deputy and have been since the beginning. The positions of power have not changed. Lakestar, Shard Laurel, and Ashen Dance have not changed positions. They're the leader, deputy, and medicine cat. So, anyways, back to Shard Laurel. They are quite a good deputy overall. They're quite reliable. But they are also quite vain, and they're very worried about what StarClan thinks of them. And StarClan's not very nice to them, because StarClan constantly plagues them with nightmares in their sleep, so that's not very nice. And no one particularly loves Shard Laurel, like, no one really likes them, but also no one really hates them either. So I guess that's something. Next cat is Ashen Dance, and Ashen Dance is not nice at all. I do not like Ashen Dance. They are incredibly rude and unprofessional. One time even when a cat, Dawnfang, who's already dead, but still, they were in the medicine cat den, and Ashen Dance was literally telling jokes and making fun of them while they were being treated. So, it tells you the kind of person Ashen Dance is. And she's quite petty and suspicious of everybody. So, great mixtures. But she's weirdly charming. Like, everyone seems to like them. Like, everyone knows that they're a bad person, but is also like, but I kind of like them. It's weird. And they've got a crush on Whirlnewt. Good luck. But they also dislike Whirlnewt and Honeyspots, so that's kind of conflicting. And Whirlnewt and Honeyspots are absolute sweethearts, so I don't know why they don't like them. And they're currently sick with white cough. And they're our only medicine cat, too. Need to fix that. Alright, next is Garfield Tripe. They are they were recently introduced to the clan by Ferret Tide during Moon 8. And they're not particularly bad, not particularly great. They're a good warrior. They have the good teacher trait, which is nice. They're quite stubborn, though. But they quite like Duskpaw and gave rye stalks to them to put in their fur. That was nice of them. Yeah. So next is Rosy Moon, or Rosy Moon. I'm gonna say Rosy Moon. I don't know. But that's cute. So they're a little flighty. Like, they aren't always super there. They're not a bad warrior, but they're not always 100% paying attention, which is okay, but makes them a little annoying to go on patrol with. And they have a poppy in their fur on their head, which is super cute. They took it, no one gave it to them. And they've got a crush on Dappled Claw, but Dappled Claw is already mates with someone else that we will talk about in a minute. But yeah, they're just generally super nice to everybody, and I love them. They're a sweetheart. But they don't really like Duskkit. That's the only cat they don't get along with. And they were welcomed by Lakestar during Moon 6. And next is Honey Spots, another absolute sweetheart. I love Honey Spots. They're very kind, a little awkward though. They're constantly bumping into people and apologizing. And they're quite playful, a little bit of a trickster. They've been planning some pranks lately with Duskpaw, so that's very cute. And they are currently mentoring Duskpaw as well. Yeah. And they're pretty good at that, except for the fact that they've been a little sick lately, because first they had a dislocated paw that they healed from, and then almost immediately after that they got pregnant with, I'm assuming, their mate, Dappled Claw, who they've been mates with since Moon 6, and they're also best friends with, which I just think is so cute. And they were super kind and gave World Newt laurels to put in their fur. And they also found, it's super cute, because they found Duskit abandoned on our territory, and then now they're mentoring Duskpaw, and they're so cute together. I just love them. But they're a little overly selfless, putting their own health at danger for others. Sorry about that. Next is Dappled Claw, their mate, Honey Spot's mate. So yeah, they love their mate quite a lot, which is very cute. They're very brave, but a little too serious for most of the cats in the clan, so I think Honey Spots in them is a really nice mixture. They have a really nice dynamic. And they love telling stories to anybody that will listen. They'll be an amazing elder. And they kept some maple leaves that they found. And that looks very pretty. They are friends with Honey Spots as well, and Luck Twist. They were randomly attacked by a rogue at one point, which scared them quite a bit, but they've recovered since then. Although currently they're sick. Well, injured, I should say, because they saved Ashen Dance from a fox. So hopefully they don't die from that. That would be very unfortunate. The next one is Luck Twist. They were originally an apprentice when the clan started, but now they are a warrior. They're a little disobedient because they have very strong morals. They have the righteous trait, and they definitely show that. And they're a little argumentative, but they're good-natured. They have some spunk, but at the end of the day, they don't mean to offend over it. They're still quite nice and a good providing warrior. They dislike Dappled Claw, though. So yeah, I quite like them. I think she looks very pretty as well. I love her markings. I just think they look really nice. Yeah, I like them. And next is Duskpaw, who I've mentioned a few times now. And currently they're injured. They saved Shard Laurel from a dog, I believe. So hopefully they are fine and recover from that. They're a bit disrespectful, little not very nice sometimes, but I don't think they're a bad cat. I mean, they're just like a teenager right now, so I think they're just being like a disrespectful teenager for now. And Garfield Stripe gave her rye stalks, as I mentioned earlier when talking about Garfield Stripe. And she disrespects authority, so she doesn't really like Lake Star. And she's currently being mentored by Honey Spots, and was found by Honey Spots abandoned. Last but not least is the only elder, World Newt, who was originally a warrior when the clan started, but became a elder. And I love them. They are just super nice, super kind, and they have a little heart on them. Like, come on, that's so cute. They quite respect StarClan. They're very considerate. Honey Spots gave them the laurels on their head. They have a crush on Ashen Dance and Lake Star. Lake Star also has that, so I don't know, hopefully that happens. And they're friends with Honey Spots, so it's just sweetheart bundle. They don't really like Dappled Claw, though, so they don't think they're right for Honey Spots. Yeah. And they retired in Moon 9, so 3 moons ago. So yeah, I really enjoyed doing this. I thought this was a lot of fun. I will hopefully make this a reoccurring thing, and I'd like to do this probably once a week. I'm gonna say every Saturday, so hold me up to that. So yeah, I have some new things planned in the future. I have a map part coming along, so stay tuned for that. That won't be too long. I have a month deadline for that, so that'll be along soon. And yeah, I hope you have a good day, and I'm excited to see what happens with all these kitty cats. Hopefully, this wasn't super particularly interesting, I didn't think, so hopefully some new things come along. Although, I mean, 2 cats did already die. I didn't really talk about them. But yeah, Don Fang, which was a founder, was killed by a dog. And then Ferret Tide, who was formerly a kitty pet, died a moon later from a dog. Yeah, so not great luck overall. But I'm not going to be drawing them because I'm lazy. So yeah, hope you enjoyed. Bye-bye.